welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Anthony, and today we are going to take a trip down memory lane and do a video that I actually did a little over a year ago where I showed off the most expensive games in my collection. Without further ado, let's get into this. Starting right off the bat, we have Need for Speed High Stakes for the PlayStation 1. This game has been with me and my family for many years, and it's actually one of the games that got me into racing games and cars in general and working on cars. So that's Need for Speed High Stakes. Next up, we have Need for Speed Underground 2 for the PlayStation 2. This is a fantastic video game. A lot of people grew up playing this, and it's also one of those games that kind of got me into cars as well. The continuation of getting into cars and then working on cars in real life as well. So that's Need for Speed Underground 2. Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenal. This is part of a series for the PlayStation 2. Multiple games are on this console, of course. And then continuing it with Insomniac Games, they have continued the Ratchet & Clank game all the way up to the PS5, which is great. I'm glad that this one's in the collection. Here we have Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. This one I have not played yet, but I have played the other Sly Cooper games on the PlayStation 2, so this one I definitely need to get around to playing, and eventually I will. Right now I've been kind of focusing on playing my PS4 games on my PlayStation 5, so this is definitely one that I'll have to visit someday. The Ratchet & Clank collection for the PlayStation 3. So this has the first 3 games from the PlayStation 2 remastered in HD for the PlayStation 3. This one is definitely worth getting if you're a collector, and also if you love the Ratchet & Clank series. Alright, these next 2 are going to be PlayStation 4 games, and they are actually really expensive ones. So right here we have Tamashii for the PlayStation 4. Hopefully the camera is able to focus that. This one is sealed right now, and I'm going to keep it sealed for quite a long time. If someone ends up wanting to purchase this off of me, I'll probably end up selling it. But yeah, this is literally one of the most expensive PlayStation 4 games of all time, and it was published with Limited Rare Games right there. There's a whole story behind that and how this game was published. You can obviously watch a YouTube video on it and do some Googling and research and check out Reddit. This next one, that is the title right there. Poop Slinger for the PlayStation 4. This is deemed as the most expensive PlayStation 4 game of all time, with only 84 units being sold and shipped to the customers. This one is sealed, and I'm going to keep this one sealed, and this one will be in the collection for a very long time. This is a recent release, Stellar Blade for the PlayStation 5. Now, I have cracked this one open. I have not yet gotten back into playing it yet, which kind of upsets me because I don't have the time to sit down and play a big, massive game like this. This is definitely one that I need to get back into at some point. Alan Wake Remastered for the PlayStation 5. I grew up playing the Alan Wake series on the Xbox 360, and I'm very glad and happy that Remedy brought it over to the PlayStation console. Of course, Alan Wake 2 is out right now, and that one's supposed to be getting a physical release very shortly. I think Limited Run is doing the print run as well. Alright, moving over to the Xbox games, we have Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, Boogie's Revenge. I haven't played this one. I just got it in a lot that I picked up, and of course, you know, I want to get around to playing this, but running on the old Xbox is kind of hard to do nowadays, just because I have a lot of stuff in front of my CRT TV, and a lot of that stuff is games that I have to go through and price and whatnot. Silent Hill 4 for the Xbox. The new Silent Hill 2 is coming out. I guess it's a remastered version, technically speaking. It's coming out for the PlayStation 5, and I believe it's for the Xbox as well. So that one's going to be interesting to see that one come out, and I'll probably end up picking that one up just because I have played the Silent Hill games as a kid, but I didn't really go through all of them and beat them though. Xbox 360 games. I have quite a bit of Xbox 360 games, and this is one of them right here. This is Marvel Ultimate Alliance, the Gold Edition. So this one has a bunch of exclusive DLC on the disc, and it comes with extra characters for the video game. Now this one is open, and I guess I can take this one out of the sleeve and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Well, now we have the game out of the protective case. I'll just show you guys quickly what the disc looks like. Right there, it says Gold Edition on it. The manual was actually never changed or anything. It doesn't say anything like Gold Edition here. So if you do spot Marvel Ultimate Alliance, say at like a pawn shop or like a Value Village or something like that, don't be afraid to like open it up and check it, because there could be a chance that one day one will have a Gold Edition in it. You know, maybe a mom or dad won't know what they just threw out. Next one right here, we have F1 2013 for the Xbox 360. Now you might be thinking that, okay, big deal, I don't understand why this is so expensive, it's just a racing game. Well, for some reason the North American version got an extremely low print run. What everyone speculates online is that when this game was finally releasing for the Xbox 360 in North America, the 2014 version was already out. Like I mentioned earlier, we have Alan Wake Remastered for the Xbox One/Series X. Again, I grew up playing this game as a child. Released a remastered version. I definitely wanted to grab it for obviously the modern consoles. I don't have this for the PS4, and that's okay because I have a copy for the PS5. Next up, we have Deadpool for the Xbox One. This game has shot up in value quite a bit recently thanks to the movie that just came out in theaters. And you know, the game is actually decent. I actually owned it on the Xbox 360 before owning it on the Xbox One. I also do have this on the PlayStation 4. Now, if you want to play this game, just get it on the PS3 or the Xbox 360. Do not pay the outrageous prices that's going right now for the Xbox One and the PS4. Moving on over to Nintendo products, we have Super Smash Bros. For the N64. This is just a loose copy, and I'm okay with that. This is a classic, everyone's played this before. Pokemon Stadium 2 for the N64. Now, I mainly grew up on playing the first game of the series for the N64. I have yet to play this one, but I did purchase it just to have it in the collection so that when the time comes, I will end up playing this one. We have Animal Crossing for the Nintendo GameCube. Now, I grew up playing this with my sister when she had a GameCube. A long time ago. We have Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness for the Nintendo GameCube. This one, of course, is one of the most expensive GameCube games out there. It's not the most expensive GameCube game, it's definitely up there price-wise. And I've yet to play this one fully through. This next one right here, we have Rhythm Haven Fever for the Nintendo Wii. Rhythm game, you gotta keep a beat. My fiance loves this game. She loves making fun of me playing this game because apparently I can't keep a beat. We have Veggie World. This one is one of those games where it's like, why is it expensive? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's not even a good game either. It's just one of those games that I guess is found to be extremely rare. You know, there's less copies of it out there. If you're going for a full Nintendo Wii set, I guess you'll have to pick this one up eventually. Fire Emblem Fates for the Nintendo 3DS. This one is a pretty expensive game just because it has all the DLC on one cartridge, and I'll show you that in a second. So this is technically what the case looks like. You have a front and back, so it says Fire Emblem Fates Conquest, and then we have Birthright on the front. And then as soon as you open it up, you have the exclusive DLC on this cartridge right here, and you kind of get a nice little backdrop of pretty much how the big limited edition box came. Where you could flip the reverse cover if you really want to. This one I currently have posted for sale. I'm kind of getting rid of my Nintendo 3DS collection. I realize that I do not play the games as much as I used to, so this one is for sale in the collection, and so is this next one that I'm going to show you. This one right here is deemed as the most expensive Nintendo 3DS game of all time. It is Barbie's Groom and Glam Pups. This is the NTSC version, so it's the North American copy. And this one is in a little bit of a rough condition. I ended up picking this up in a video game lot, and as you can see, the label there is kind of destroyed on the game, but the game still works and still loads. The cover art has a little bit of stains on it, but this one, out the door, I basically paid $100 for it. And if anyone knows the price of this video game and how much it goes for, that is a steal. That is an absolute steal of a deal for the video game. But this one is also for sale in my collection, so if anyone's looking for wanting to purchase it, you can check it out on eBay, or if you're local to me through Facebook Marketplace, it is a lot cheaper that way. Nintendo Wii U's Devil's Third. This is one of the most expensive Wii U games on the console. I know it's come down in price a little bit over time, but it's still one of the most expensive Nintendo Wii U games that you can get. I do have all the heavy hitters for the Nintendo Wii. I do have the entire North American Wii U set. And I also have something very special that I want to show with the Nintendo Wii U right now. Right here I have one of the most rarest items for the Nintendo Wii U, and that is Mario Kart 8 Limited Edition. Now, this is the North American release, and this was released at Nintendo Store in New York, and that's the only place it was released at. Now, the story goes that when the game was out for, like a midnight release, if you were standing in line and if you were the right person in line, you could have had the chance to gotten this over, say, your regular copy of the game. After they sold out of these, that's all they had. There's no more prints of these. So what do you get in this? Well, you get the game, of course, and then you get the famous blue shell that destroys anyone that's in first place. This is extremely expensive and extremely valuable and very, very rare. Moving over to Nintendo Switch games, we have Dust and Elysian Tale. This is with limited run games. This copy is sealed right here, and it is print number 12 with them. Now, I've heard good things about this. This is the reason why I picked this game up a long time ago. I have yet to open it up, and I'm probably not going to open it up now. The price of this game has kind of gone through the roof. And if I ever do come across an open copy in the wild, I'll definitely pick it up. That way I can play it. This is the last game that I have that is pretty expensive in my collection. It's The Messenger for the Nintendo Switch. I literally just got this a couple days ago, and I ended up paying $55 for it. So this was a very, very good deal. It is with special reserve games. It's harder to find for the Nintendo Switch as well, and is also expensive. That's going to do it for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed everything, I'm curious to know is what expensive games you guys have in your collection, of course. Thanks for watching the video. Give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.